Cioè, perlomeno non si vedeva dalla strada, forse si stava diretto.
The pavement that you see here, cabins. This is not the original pavement, not at all. This is something new, something of the late 1700s. And around the entrance is the same material that they wrote. Simply these large blocks. And right in front of this arch, you can see a portion of the original Roman road. The Romans were amazing Europeans. They built thousands miles of road. All over. Because they need the timbers to pick the trees from that blocks. Since rock. And even see how we ever come from. Nobody took care of this place for a long time. But at the time of the ancient Romans, in between the blocks, there was a tiny piece of rock and sand. So the surface was smooth, even. Very comfortable for their time. Not for ours, but for their families. Just to give you an idea, at the time of Hadrian, beginning of the 2nd century AD, in the Roman Empire, there was a network of 150,000 miles of roads. Every single village was connected to Rome. And don't forget, all the roads lead to Rome. And what's Rome? Rome is the center of a gigantic web. Okay, was right in the center. Okay, just follow me. All about.
Well, let's take a picture here.
Yeah, the best spot to take pictures of the arch is
Right here. Follow him. He's still showing you.
okay. Sorry if I repeat one more time. But you see the line over there? Okay. Last month I was in line on the other side of the Colosseum. I started from the other side of the Colosseum. It took 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
From there. So imagine from there. I don't know honestly how, but at least 4 hours. Okay, my friends. Now, I suggest you turn around and look what a beautiful view from here. This is the best point of view of the Arch of Constantine. Because you can see the Arch of Constantine with the Colosseum background. This arch is extremely important because this is the triumphal arch celebrating a great Roman. His name is Constantine. Constantine is the one who granted the freedom to Christians. He became Christian too, and in the year 313, he finally gave the freedom to the Christians. So this arch, it's a real celebration of this man, who is important not only because of the freedom given to the Christians, but also because he's the one who moved the capital of the empire from Rome to Constantinople, the city founded by Constantine himself. Now it's called Istanbul, in Turkey. Yeah? And the arch was built exactly 1700 years ago, in the year 325. And look at the perfect state of preservation. The barbarians, when they invaded Rome, they didn't touch this monument because the barbarians, the Vandals, the Visigoths and so on, they were barbarians, but they were mainly Christians. So of course we didn't touch whatever was a celebration of the one who granted the freedom to the Christians. So it survived. The only change to the original situation is the cleaning, because 10 years ago they made a cleaning because of the air pollution, of the cities. But nothing has been touched. It's exactly how it was 1700 years ago.
Why did he move it to Constantinople?
Because Rome, let's say, the center, the business, economics, and so on, were concentrated in the eastern part of it. Don't forget, the Roman Empire was gigantic, from England to Egypt, from Iraq to Morocco. So, in that moment, in that period, that area, Greece and Turkey, was, the place where the wealth was. And so Constantine moved over there. And that means that that was already a period of decline of Rome, of decadence. And then after his death, the empire was split in two parts. The Eastern Roman Empire, the Western Roman Empire. And that's a clear sign of...
Do you mind if I go into?
Oh, listen. If you have any questions, if you have any curiosity, shoot, I'm here, don't hesitate, because what I've learned, the columns over there is that they belong to the temple of Venus and Rome, see? Was a gigantic temple with a rectangular-shaped platform, which was surrounded by a hall. Now, all the columns in the decoration of the temple itself is gone. So, 50 years ago, they had re-erected the columns which were laying down on the ground, to give you an idea of how it was. But it was wonderful, because imagine this big portico, then the temple with a rectangular shape, like the park, right in the center.
Oh, right. So that's part of the arch of that?
No. That was a cell inside. When you see the altar, over there, there's a niche where was contained the statue.
Did you go inside? I heard that building so much higher, many more floors.
Over there, you have to imagine there were two more floors. You see that is a church, more or less. Over there, plus one.
One of those columns.
Is the one of the Temple of Venus in Rome, the one I was talking about, the one recycled, Because there was a portico all the way around the temple. And the temple, it's hard to understand now because you see it's nothing except a small part, was rectangular with all the columns around and the roof on top, triangular roof. Like the Parthenon, the classic Roman old Greek temple, the classic shape. Okay, listen. In Italy, we do love traditions. And one of the classic Globus traditions here is to take a group picture here all together. You cannot skip. But you will see, at the end of it will be a very nice souvenir, because it's very unusual to have all the members of the same group in the same picture. And the view from here is just perfect as a decoration. And to take that group picture, we have a professional photographer. The is Mauro. He's the most important paparazzi. So now, listen to him for the group picture.
Okay. Listen, it's very easy. You have to do 3 lines for the group picture. I need some volunteers for the first line, because the first line is the kneeling line. Okay. Those of you can kneel, please. Stand here. One straight line. Only if you can kneel. Okay.
If you can kneel down, the front slide.
Wait.
Wait a second.
Don't kneel yet. Wait. Stand next to her, please. All right. Other kneelers, please. One straight line here. If you cannot kneel, stand at the second and third row, please. Show one stand at the second row, throw one behind.
Yeah, right. I did that.
We call a crane then.
Remember, you have to do 3 lines only, not 4 or 5. 3 lines. Can you screw that?
You can leave that.
Okay, remember, you are supposed to see. If you don't see, then you will not be in the picture. If you see,
okay, first line kneel down now. First line kneel down. If you stand at the second row, please, when I will be ready, you have to squat a little bit.
I cannot.
Not now.
Don't kneel if you can't.
Remember, if you don't see, you're not.
Okay, very good. Big smile, please. Say cheese.
Say cheese in Italian, which is
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, can you help me out?
Good job.
See if you get down.
Okay. Here we go?
Yes.
Do it.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Yeah, it's just that button right there.
She's cute, yeah.
We have details. That's it. Yeah.
Hand by hand. I've never known cards.
Pyramids.
And to say, we missed this part, we missed it.
There wasn't. No, it's not. The Colosseum was round, so it was not a problem. It was not only in France itself. Well, this is a classic view of the Colosseum. And when you think to the Colosseum, to the structure of the Colosseum, think to a big onion. With three rings, one inside the other. You know the onion rings? Here you can see them. The inner ring, the middle ring, the outer ring. See? Simply, with a big earthquake in 1349, the two other rings, they collapsed. Boom. That's right. Yeah? They're missing. But imagine, back then was at that height all the way around. And the different rings were used to support the weight of the benches, the different levels. Just think to a football stadium, because it has exactly the same philosophy of the construction of a football stadium. At the end, this was a place for entertainment, for shows. Simply, the difference with our football stadium is the kind of games they play here. Because here they play only hunting games in the morning and gladiator fights in the afternoon. But then for the rest, it's like a football stadium. Same size, 175 feet high, 680 feet long, 450 feet wide. And with a capacity of 50, probably 60,000 spectators. So just like a big football stadium today. And the stage inside, fortunately we cannot see it today, but the stage inside is 300 feet. So just like a football field.
And there was only the 4 levels, is that correct? Always?
Correct. But imagine all the way around. So now, much bigger. You see only because this side collapsed and let me repeat.
What was the max?
Same height, all the way around.
50,000 people can get it. How many people?
60,000. We don't know exactly the benches inside the middle marble, but the top part, they used wooden benches. So we don't know exactly how many. In between 50. And this was the road that finished all the triumphs of the ancient Romans. Triumph was a military parade, you know? When the Romans conquered new countries, won battles and so on, they wanted to show the trophies of their victories marching here. So imagine the soldiers marching, showing the trophies, the prisoners, jewels and so on. And imagine, along the street here, all the citizens supporting their troops. Because the Romans had an incredible patriotic feeling. They're so proud to be Romans, you know? Aware of their power, of their riches. And at the very top, at the very end of the road, you see there is one more triumphal arch. Smaller, compared to this one with Constantine, but older. That's the arch of Titus. Titus was the son of Vespasian, one who built the Colosseum. And Titus is an important man because he's the one who conquered Israel. He's the one who destroyed the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem. So that arch was raised up to celebrate the destruction of the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem. In the year 70 AD. It's also
momentarily forget.
Oh, any of them belong to you. Let's go.
First of all, let me tell you something about the Colosseum. The real name is not. No, the real name is Flavian Amphitheatre. Flavian was the family name of the status of the Latin family. And Amphitheatre means the double theatre. Because if you try to get good theatres, you could huge one with the
Amphitheatre?
So Colosseum, it's a room you imagine. Right here, where we are now, right in this moment, there was a big statue representing Imagine a gilded bronze statue, 110 feet high. So the Romans called it giant. Well, giant in Latin is Colossus. Colosseum, as I said, Colosseum. Colosseum is simply the building by the giant. Now, I got a question. What happened to the giant? What is it? Indeed, it was repaired, it was recycled, because it was made in bronze. And bronze was a very expensive material. So people melted down the statue to make coins, knives, tools, etc. What is incredible is that today, 2,000 years ago, we are still calling the monument with some unique innovation. So, it was built at the time of the sky. It was an empire at the end of the century. And the Colosseum was inaugurated in 1856.
Wow.
Point over there. Have the name of it.
The Colosseum. Each has a different kind of building. This is a very simple thing. That is the typical style using bricks. It's called drawings. After the second level, you can see the columns with lovely decoration. It's called Ionic style. That is called Ionic style. Classic brick style. Then, the third floor, you can see columns in Corinthians. And the columns comprise a bunch of cantos to join. Because don't forget, the ancient Romans, when they conquered Greece in the second century, they didn't get rid of Greek culture. No, they absorbed Greek culture. So whatever was Greek became Roman. That's why they had the same philosophy. That's why they had the same religion. Never forget, Zeus, the father of the gods, was called Jupiter. The same. Aphrodite, Venus, Poseidon, Neptune, Ares, Mars, Hermes, Mercury, but the same guys. Okay. And they also learned the architecture of the Greeks. So they reused, the Greek styles using architecture. So Doris, now, to get inside the Colosseum, the Romans had a ticket called tessera. Tessera means season ticket. Tessera. Which was paid by the emperor. The emperor was paid. So it was free of charge. So they could get inside completely free of charge. And on this tessera, made in wax, was written, from the passageway number 53. See the numerals over there? Yeah. The level, the second, they said 300. And they sat down. So the Romans could fill the Colosseum with more than 50,000 people in less than 1 hour.
Amazing.
It's incredible. It's better than today. It is better than today in 1 hour because people knew exactly where to go. And entering through this gate, you only reach a specific section, not the other. You couldn't cross the others. It's an immense kind of organization. So it was very simple. 1 hour to fill it completely. 2,000 years ago.
Without elevator.
Honestly, sometimes today we think we are so smart with our technology and so on. It is terrific, of course. But think to those people without to build this building in 8 weeks, without cranes, without electricity and computers and blah blah blah. Then, one more thing, because probably you're curious. And have you noticed how many holes around the Colosseum here and there, All the holes that you see here, it's not because of the cannonballs or bullets or war. No. Is because of the technique used by the Romans to do that. They use 2 different techniques to do that. Bricks and mortar, and covered with marble panels, or big blocks of quarry, the limestone, okay, one on top of the other, with no water in between, nothing, dry, like Lego, the construction. But to take all the stones stakes, they use bronze stakes, hooks, made in bronze. See them? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Now, bronze became a very expensive material in the Dark Ages. So people came here, dropped them out, and knocked it down. But when they took out the staples, they took out part of the rock. Of course, removing the staples, the structure of the Colosseum became less than before. So when the big earthquake, shocked the room, part of the Colosseum collapse. But think about it. This is an earthquake-proof architecture because the structure was very flexible, and that's the only way to resist to the floor. It's incredible. It's incredible.
We're not good at this.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is it so hard?
Because the rules could use both the two systems. One, B, and O 4 times. E is no, I is 1. B is 5. If X is 7. C is 100. And it's 1
What time did you guys get here at?
Oh God,
It looks everything inside. All this was made by human beings. Very simple technology. All this is happening. Well, here they use the corpus. So they might have thought of it to the guarantees, but skilled engineers, carpenters, carvers, masons, not just slaves, right? Because you can have all these people of it. Don't train them, don't
and it's still staying and see if we're going to take things out. That's amazing.
try to get there.
That lovely bench, it's all grass. You can sit down.
Oh, good, good.
Okay, you can sit down here. This is the perfect place for the explanation of the games in the Colosseum. Spread out.
See, that's a pricey wall, isn't it? That's not even.
Well, if you want to, let's take it in, stand. Okay.
Oh yeah, see that, yeah. Big impression you ask.
All right, so in the Colosseum, people got inside from the target. According to their social rank. The higher rank of it. So, if I state,
That's a video.
on the stage. Don't forget that on top of the stage, the Romans on the floor, the Romans put sand, so they couldn't see where they dropped off. Sand was used to cover the blood shed during the fights. Sand in Latin is arena.
Arena. Ah.
That's why the arena games, the sand games. That's the reason of the name. So they loved it, the hunting games in the morning, but the Romans preferred by far the gladiator fights. Gladiators entered into the Colosseum through the gate which is just around the corner, called gladiators. All backs were upside down. So they were walking on the surface. I can really down below the dungeons, that's how they stopped right in the center of the stage, facing the emperor. And before to fight, they shouted to the emperor, Ave Cesare, morituri te salutano, which in Latin means, Hi Caesar, those about to die salute you. And they started to fight. And they were right, because most of those fights were to the death of the gladiator. Basically, here, the rule was the winner was the survivor. No referees, no juries, no policies. So, if the man was killed, okay, the game was over. But if a man was simply wounded, well, his life depended on the imperial decision. And the emperor asked the crowd to hold to decide. So the crowd could suggest to the emperor, okay, save the life of this man, a good fight, a good gladiator. And the symbol was, according to the tradition. According to the tradition, thumb up. Otherwise, thumb down and the man killed. Now, let me point out, according to the tradition, because you know what? There isn't a single document proving that. Nobody, never, ever wrote a single line about thumb up, thumb down. And it's very hard to believe that the Romans wrote nothing about that. What I mean is that thumb up, thumb down is Hollywood. But it's not the true story. Or let's say so, it's not documented, to be more polite. Instead, what we know for sure, because it's been described, is when the Romans wanted the man killed, they shouted to the emperor, Jugula, Jugula, Jugola in Latin means geography, slow geography, which was the quickest way to kill them. That's cool. I mean, or Missa. Missa means Latin, and it was said. That we know for sure, but come up and down, and so it's one of the many fake news. Most.
Andiamo direttamente su, facciamo qualcuno su al da qua da qui andrei direttamente su in alto. Sorry guys, because we have a toilet that porta qua su. Non lo so.
Quindi appena chiudi, o li mandiamo ai bar qua dietro.
Sono diversi per poi devi prendere qua.
Li aspettiamo sopra o i bar sono là sopra.
Dopo di salire e scendere. Non so, diamo 20 minuti, mezz'ora che
li compriamo
sorry guys.
We have a discussion about today. And then he's the emperor, so we can interrupt him.
I'm sorry guys.
So gladiators, most of them were war prisoners, so they had no choice. Fight or die. That was their choice. Sometimes there were free people who decided to fight here because they could make money, a lot of money, thanks to betting. Romans were gamblers, and they loved to bet on the gladiators. And of course, gladiators used to bet on themselves, whatever they had, because if they died, if they won, they doubled, double up. So in a very short time, they could make a fortune. And even for the slaves, it was possible to buy their own freedom. It was possible. If they had money enough, they could buy their Francesco. And the ones who became free men were called liberto. Liberty is libertas, free, and liberto is free. Okay? This kind of game went on for about 250 years. Then finally Constantine took the power, so he stopped the gladiator fights, but he kept the hunting games. The hunting games were played until the 5th century. Then finally, after the fall of the empire, all this was done. And the Colosseum became nothing but a giant quarry of stones. That's why you see the bats in the presentation. Only at the end of the 1700s, they started to restore the Colosseum, and that's why you can see some parts here. Now, my friends, listen, something important. Over there are the magic rooms. Use it now, because afterwards will be a disaster. It costs €1 for the bathrooms, okay? Go now and then come back here. Take the time you need, I will stay here.